get down to brass tacks, gentlemen.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's just cut the crap and get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
But let's get to brass tacks here.
Need to fucking practice, Randy!
Hello, and welcome back. It is the Brass Tacks Podcast, episode 62. We're getting there. We're your hosts, Rick and Adam. My name is Rick.
Yeah, I'm here, dude.
That's Adam joining us healthy and happy. And of course, joining us again this week, we've got the lovely and talented executive intern, Logan. What's going on?
Hello.
Hope everybody's doing well today. Our good friend Adam here got a negative COVID test. I'm happy to hear that.
It's all right.
It's all right. And I see Rabbi Red Eye in the chat there. How you doing, my friend? And a happy birthday to you as well.
Oh, happy birthday, dude.
Yes, sir.
It's a mitzvah. This is a mitzvah right here.
It is. I'm going to have to rename the episode now. But we've got a hell of a show lined up for you today. We've got Podtober. We've got some bad news. We've got this one I actually found for Adam. I found you a nice woke comedian. Since last week we touched on our disdain for white women hijacking the woke movement for themselves. So I found a little something that we can look at. But yeah, so when you got your test, did they do the nasal thing, like the deep swab or whatever it is?
Yeah, that's what they do. That
horrendous, they get in there like wrist deep.
Oh.
What? What? You're full of energy 5 minutes ago, and now you're going to sit there and fucking give me nothing?
Well, no, yes. Yeah, it's one of those, it's a swab.
You really are a nothing.
Swab the deck, dude, you know?
We're starting early today. Fucking 3 minutes in, we're already blowing it.
We're running hot.
But anyway, I've personally not gotten one of those tests yet. I've had my nose swabbed before, like in the same way for, I forgot what they were testing for. I think it was like a sinus infection or some bullshit like that. But to me, it's basically an AIDS test for your nose. If you've ever gotten one of those. Have you ever gotten an AIDS test, Adam?
No.
Ever?
No.
Dude, did you just come in here with the attitude like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be really fucking cool up until the minute of the show, and then I'm not going to talk at all. Just sit there in my uncomfortable fucking cardigan.
I'm sorry. Yes. Where do you want me to go? Have you ever gotten an AIDS test?
Well, I just want to know if you've ever gotten one, so you know what I'm talking about. You fucking cunt.
I have never gotten.
Just sit there. And
Wait a minute. There's blood. I thought an AIDS test is a blood test, isn't it?
Whenever I've gone and gotten a full panel test, which a good boy should do every year or so, they put the Q-tip in your wee-wee hole. They put it in there pretty deep and they swab it around. And I figured that's kind of like what the corona test is. It's just in your nose.
Yeah, it's either dick or nose. I mean, I would take nose over dick.
Any day. Well, I mean, then again, if they go into your nose, they're probably going to fucking slam into a Coke rock from 2013.
Yeah, from fucking 10 years ago or something. Yeah.
We had a little bit of an issue.
Well.
Rabbi says he's had AIDS with testing. I don't know what you're saying, dude. I know it's your birthday, but you're not going to get away from a turkey crash, my friend.
AIDS with testing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, like AIDS test, Logan? No, I think he's saying he had AIDS. Like people, those AIDS.
Oh, people helping him?
Yes.
Gotcha. Have you ever had an AIDS test, Logan?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Logan, you sexually active out there, bud?
Yeah.
Did you fuck a questionable woman?
Yeah.
Did she come from questionable stock, you would say? Okay, fair enough. No, that's smart, though. I mean, I'm pretty, I don't know, I'm pretty choosy about who I'll have sexual relations with because I'm just paranoid and I'm a germaphobe anyway. But like, I feel like even if you're not fucking all over the place, you should still be responsible and go get an AIDS test or go get tested in general, just so you're not out there laser dicking people.
I get it. I get it, but
I've got friends back in Myrtle that like, I know people that they know they have HPV or something like that, and they just run around handing that shit out like it's a goodie bag, you know, like, I appreciate the night, here's this.
Yeah, they're playing a poker game.
Yeah.
Halloween every night.
Call in if you like that joke.
Okay, don't do that. Don't listen to Adam. How about that?
There's a double entendre. They're playing a poker game and they're playing a her game.
It's worse. It's worse because you're sitting over there with that fucking pedophile jacket or that cardigan on that I just wish was on fire right now, and your dead-eyed Wings Hauser gaze.
Dude, this is
it's just bothering me.
This is fucking tight, dude. Should I flare this a little bit?
No, you shouldn't.
I mean, you should flare it. You're a cardigan boy, dude. You gotta flare it out.
Oh no.
Cardigan boys.
Yeah. You actually, Logan, you should look up Wings Hauser so that you understand just how good that joke is. Wings Hauser should be Adam's dad, if you guys have ever seen him. A young Wings Hauser that looks like Adam.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Of course not. Of course. Why would you? Why would you play off of any of my jokes ever? Why would you give me any alleviation whatsoever, make my job easier as the host of the program?
Well, I mean, if you gave me some prep to see who Wings Hauser
you're right.
Right? Show Adam what Wings Hauser looks like. People at home, Google Wings Hauser if you're not born, anywhere in the 70s.
Yeah, but I don't. He has a permanent. I don't have a.
Here we go. Here we go. Literal Adam, everyone. Great to have you back this week. I kind of wish you would have had Corona, you piece of shit. I wish we were going live from Adam's fucking funeral right now. Intern Logan giving the eulogy. He never really did much with his life.
Look.
Except buy cardigans, make people uncomfortable.
Yeah. Beanies are going to twirl, dude.
Oh, okay. Adam's never had consensual sex.
What?
You heard what I said. Let's see. Let's quit fucking around. Let's just get into Podtober because we got some shit that we need to cover today.
It's Podtober, a celebration of all things shitty in podcasting.
Very nice.
Fantastic failures of pontificating proportions.
That's so bad.
Wow.
An interactive exploration of what makes
Podcasting
rancid.
Podtober.
OMG. Holes, bits, and stunt boys.
This isn't funny.
It's time for
Podtober. All right. So with that out of the way, today I bring you the Spirituality and Magic Podcast.
Oh.
So yeah, this I want to say before we get into this show, there were a couple of runner-ups, and I want to thank a lot of the listeners because I got some really good suggestions this week. If it wasn't gonna be this one, it was gonna be this one that the show that my friend Christian suggested to us, and it was just this vapid fucking horrible life coach lady, and she just spouted nonsense. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe there's always next Podtober, but I might do a little extra this month, and we might get into that a little bit because there have been so many good suggestions. And then Logan, you suggested the Burt and Burger podcast, which I would have loved to go after, but they've been around YouTube for I think about as long as we have, and like kind of similar numbers, similar like I don't know, they're still new, and I don't feel like I can give them a sound bashing yet until they've like been around for a couple of years.
Fair enough, yeah.
So just be on the lookout. We might circle back to them, but I wanted to give you some appreciation for that. Anyway, this is like I said, Spirituality and Magic Podcast.
Hey,
what's up?
Sorry to interrupt, but while we're on the subject of magic, James Randi died.
James Randi. Oh, wait.
The Amazing Randy?
When did that happen?
I texted you about it.
Well, dog, I was probably at work. I'm dealing with liquor babies. I ain't got time to be answering texts and shit.
The biggest.
The 20th.
He died on
He
the
was
20th?
92.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not
He was
super
like
familiar.
the biggest inspirational person, like for skepticism and stuff. Like you would go on like Carson and shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with him.
They'd have mediums, not hot, or mild, but mediums come on the show.
Shut up.
And he would like debunk them.
Okay. Well, that's cool then. I mean, I like I said, I'm not really familiar with the dude, but I guess bless up.
Wrote a lot of books.
A lot of YouTube videos.
I don't fucking care.
Oh, you don't say that about James Randi, dude.
I'm sure the man was a wonderful gentleman, but I don't give a shit. I'm trying to talk about people that are alive.
Well, yeah, but it's a long. He would debunk spirituality and magic. That's why it was funny.
Well,
or not funny, but like pertinent.
Okay, well,
And he was an
again,
important person.
bless up, James Randi.
All right.
Sorry, blood. So, all right, Spirituality and Magic podcast. The description of this podcast is, I hope to aid you on your spiritual journey by giving you insight I've gained along my own eclectic path. Spirituality is a broad term, and so is magic, so there's plenty to talk about. If you want to find me on YouTube, just type in Hunter Salazar. I will be the first search result. That's another thing, too.
Guaranteed? What?
Yeah, well, this is the thing about this particular statement. Everywhere you go where this podcast is mentioned or anything like that, he makes sure he adds that in on everywhere he posts. And it makes me, I don't know, it makes me want to put some financial resources into creating another, Hunter Salazar page, like just a fake channel, and just try to get that SEO optimization. Maybe just be the first search every time.
_1.
But that's the thing. I don't it's a funny idea, but I don't want to do it in real life because these types of people that believe in this type of shit, they've got very little going for them. And you never know, like if they don't have this to cling to, that might be it. Like that could be the 1 degree of separation between them and like suicide. And I don't ever want
or murder.
Well, yeah, exactly. Something ridiculous. And that's the thing though, the internet, it's probably the worst place in terms of like trying to be anonymous. No matter what you do, it seems like you can't go 2 seconds without seeing somebody fuck up online. And I don't ever want to be blamed for something like that. But I will say this guy is a chump, baby.
Everyone's fucking up online, dude. What do you think?
Well, that's a good point.
Online is online. Get on or get off, but accept the fact that like people are gonna fuck up.
Yeah, well, that's the biggest thing.
You're gonna be digging people's like history from 10 years ago. You can already do it.
You're getting ahead of yourself there because what you're talking about is like people would have to be okay with being vulnerable with themselves and ever being wrong in the first place.
Oh yeah,
which is such a rarity in this day and age.
Yeah,
we're just kind of working backwards as a people.
I'm mostly wrong, so.
Well, you don't have to tell anyone that. It's understood that
Full
if
disclosure.
you're in the room, chances are there's going to be some autistic ramblings going on, and everyone in the room is going to be like, well, just smile, nod, placate, because you also have that look in your eyes like you might just go fucking Sergeant Barnes at any moment.
Well, Sergeant Barnes, technically, he didn't go crazy.
Well, he was a conniving dick, though.
Yeah. Machine breaks down, we break down. Write it down.
The only difference between Sergeant Barnes and Adam is that fucking stupid cardigan. I'm gonna pop over real quick. So he has that thing that I hate when podcasts do. He's got not only a trailer for his show, but right after that, he has an introduction to me, which is about 12 minutes of him doing the same thing that Hill Dog did last week, where she just talks about herself and what she's all about. And
well, that's what people are interested in.
Does he play it at the beginning of every show?
That we're gonna have to find out, Logan, because as usual, what I've done is I've only played a sample for myself just to decide whether or not this was a good Podtober candidate. This guy is so full of his own bullshit, and he's such an edgelord. It wouldn't surprise me, but again, I hope not. I hope we don't have to suffer through that. Let's pop over to his YouTube real quick because he actually has an introduction video that he does for himself.
And also, real quick, does he not have like a Spotify? Is he only on Google Podcast and YouTube?
He's on. He's all over the place.
That's a fair question because I didn't know Google had a podcast.
Yeah, me neither until I saw.
Yeah. Well,
thank you. I didn't want to feel weird saying that, but
no,
I've been validated. So
that's a just question, and also, he's everywhere. He's everywhere. And yeah, that plugs on us, magic and spirituality, where the fuck you are. So this is his introduction to his channel. And again, this is Hunter Salazar. If you search him, he'll be the first one that pops up. Let's get into this.
Hello, and thank you for coming to this channel. My name is Hunter Salazar, and I will be your host on this channel. Now, this channel is about different spirits and gods.
Wait.
Yep.
You can see a
ponytail.
Yeah, there's just it's a tease of it. It's just like, a little like lure of, hey, you know what?
That's called.
I got a ponytail.
That's called chick bait, Adam. That's what that's called.
With
that's-
the mohawk.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah. First impressions, I'm saying true alpha, right? I mean,
Well,
I
yeah.
am like,
This right here
Kryptonite.
is picture perfect phenotype
Yep.
of what the male form should look like.
Suit
Adonis.
jacket over
Yeah.
a
And
t-shirt.
I realize we're bashing this guy, looking like the fucking messes that we are in this room.
yeah, but if I would wear that shirt ironically, he's not wearing that shirt ironically.
Right.
He's
And
also not wearing that blazer ironically, which is even more stupid.
I
well-
do like what Rabbi called it of the spirit tail.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
Spirit tail. What
Yeah.
a fucking ass. But like, this is just. He's already full of shit with the clouds in the background, and it's not even. I don't even think that's a green screen because he's casting a shadow.
No, I
So what
I
the fuck is
apologize
this?
because I didn't even notice we were talking about him. He was so terrible dressed and stuff. That there's actually clouds in the background. What is that?
I don't know. It's him trying to be.
It's wallpaper stretched over two
What is it?
2x4s.
Yeah. What did you say? Wallpaper?
Yeah.
You fucking nothing. But no, I'd fuck any. I'd rather fuck one of you guys than this guy.
Oh, wow, setting the bar high there.
It's about magic, the occult, different shamanistic techniques, consciousness,
He's a shaman.
mental health, and how different paths relate to one another. I believe that no spiritual or religious path is destined to be the only one. I think that it's about how you walk a path, not what the path is.
This guy's a real citizen of the world.
Now, whatever you believe or whatever you're searching for in
This
your
guy
own
has
life,
one intention.
I have many different videos talking about
I already know.
Pussy.
It's
It's all pussy with this guy. Look at
only
him.
goal is he's just trying to get laid. He's not. He probably doesn't have. I mean, his body's not blown. You know, chicks their pussies aren't just sopping walking around this guy. Like,
Look at that chin hair, dude. The bottom of his face looks like my nutsack, dude. That's
Yeah.
the worst beard I've ever seen in my life. And I want to make fun of his mustache, but if I tried to grow one, that's exactly what it would look like.
that's why you don't have a mustache, though.
I'd look like older Logan if I grew a mustache.
Yeah.
a number of spiritual topics. And I also show rituals that you yourself can do. If any of this catches your interest, feel free to stick around, and go on this
Doesn't it
journey
look
with
like he
me.
has heavy hangers?
And I always share my personal
Yeah, it
notes with you,
does.
so I
Doesn't it
hope
look
you
like he
find
has
it
like some
interesting.
breasts?
It definitely does.
He looks like he's rocking a C cup, dude.
Doesn't it? Yeah, it looks like he needs a support bra or something.
I bet he's got those big,
A bro.
uncomfortable areolars with those bumps on
Chafing
it.
the fuck out of everything.
Yeah, there is such thing as too much areola.
He's got a girdle on underneath all of that.
Oh yeah, what if that's pushing it all up? He's actually got a girdle.
He tapes his dick back
Yeah,
too.
You know what?
What?
I think we laugh. I think Logan's onto something.
What?
I think he literally does have a girdle under that.
Either that or he's wearing.
Look how
Spanx.
everything is. No, look, it's very cinched at the waist and up.
He does.
And then all of a sudden it comes up into like a bosom.
Yeah, you're
Doesn't
right.
move a whole lot.
How is a guy built like that? A guy's not built like that. Well, assigned male at birth.
Yeah, careful, dog. It's 2020.
Yeah. Well, you know what we are.
What?
Nothing.
I know which one you wanted. You wanted this one.
We're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
Let's talk about your BBC.
At any rate, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see all of you on the channel in the future.
Oh, did you see
Hello,
that?
and thank you for becoming interesting. At any rate, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see all of you on the channel in the future.
What?
What was that?
The little point at the camera.
Yeah, he
Oh,
pointed. Look at this little point and nod.
Hey.
Oh, what an asshole. That looks like when somebody if somebody has a friend who's locked up and then like his friends and family start making those like free so and so shirts, or if somebody dies and they make those RIP so and so shirts. It's always a picture just like that with the Photoshop clouds in the background, which I wish was foreshadowing for this guy's life. I know we're all going to die eventually. I just kind of wish, the sands of time would go a little quicker for this guy.
Yeah, definitely.
These are the days of our lives.
Shut up. But let's get into his let's get into his show real quick. We can skip the introduction because I really just don't want to hear any more of that.
Oh, I thought that was his show.
That was the introduction to his channel.
I thought that was just a show right there.
Well, he put out a 40-second show.
Well, he should. He should be limited to 40 seconds.
Whatever this shtick that you're attempting is, I don't like it. I'm gonna let you know right now. You need to pack that shit back up. You leave it home with you next week.
Colin.
Done with you. Don't call it. Okay, so it looks like he started this show back in January of 2020. This kind of falls in the timeline of what I like to refer to as COVID podcasts. There are so many goddamn shows around the internet right now, ladies and gentlemen. There are over 1 million podcasts out there. A lot of them were started in the beginning phases of all the lockdowns and the quarantining and all that other dumb shit because, of course, everyone in the world thinks that people care to hear what they have to talk about. Most of the time, these people are just talented cocks. That's kind of why I wanted to do Podtober. This guy's no different, though. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is in the timeline of a COVID podcast, and we'll see if he lasts any longer than whenever all this shit normalizes, if it ever does. But the first episode is entitled Animals Have Souls, and it's 18 minutes long. And I like how his episodes get progressively more self-indulgent. They go from like 18 minutes to like 29 minutes, and then the next one's like an hour and 8 minutes. But
an hour?
Yeah.
Oh, we can see that one, yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm going to... What's
it
up?
Looks like the show has a hole.
No. Oh, here, Ashley.
Oh, boy. Confirmed hole.
On here.
All right, well, let's get into this real quick. Fucking uncomfortable podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Spirituality and Magic Podcast. For everyone listening that doesn't know I have a YouTube channel, go to YouTube and just go to the search bar and type in Hunter Salazar.
Getting all these free plugs.
The first result. HUNTER space SALAZAR.
We get it.
Now,
I do want to say that I'm enraged that his channel has like 6,000 subscribers. I'm over here talking shit. We ain't anywhere close to that, bud. Oh.
Well,
I'd like to...
I'm sorry, what?
We could start just by doing fake ass shit like that.
Well,
Russian bots.
Well, that's the problem. That's how I know that we're releasing decent content, is because we're not pandering to some bullshit like magic and spirituality and all this other horse shit. We're not trying to help anyone. That's another thing. Don't ever come here for self-help. I saw a review for our show on I think it was Anchor. One of the platforms we're on. Somebody left a review of our show and it said, really enjoy these guys. They give you it said something along the lines of like no nonsense authoritative advice on podcasting. And I feel like all of our advice on podcasting is just don't fucking do it. Stay the fuck home. Don't do it. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
But that made me happy. I really like that.
Today's episode is going to be a little bit strange and maybe a little bit sad, but it's still going to be
any sadder than it already is.
We're at ground zero.
Now, my dog I'm going to have her euthanized here at my place tomorrow because she's very old.
How do you start the first episode of your podcast? That's like Casey Kasem when he came back, that famous radio recording of him freaking out when he's coming back from a song. He's like, well, coming up next, we have a song dedicated to a woman who just lost her little dog, so-and-so. He just starts freaking out. Don't have me coming back from an up-tempo fucking song and give me a story about a goddamn dog dying.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm Casey
He's a diva, dude.
Bless up to Casey Kasem, too. Ugh. All right, let's get back to this fucking bullshit.
It's been coming for a long time, and she's having ridiculous amounts of trouble breathing.
Why? Because he's sucking all the damn air out of the room.
She's suffering despite medication. She can't have a surgery because she's not strong enough. And really, there's not a whole lot that can be done at this point.
Where'd he get this bunk-ass dog from?
She would not survive. So, I mean, it's quality of life.
6 months old.
I made the decision to euthanize her. So, but she's going to be here at my place with me, and so it's going to be fine. It's been a long time coming, but
you can hear him
I'd like to use this opportunity to talk
every
about
word.
Yeah, and he keeps saying
can't breathe.
He keeps saying it's a long time coming. Why would you? First of all, like, this is one of those guys who hasn't gone through the appropriate stages of podcasting where, like, obviously he doesn't have that self-consciousness that comes along with it. Like, if you're a person that forms real opinions and has real things to say on a regular basis, you're gonna feel a bit reserved when you first start podcasting, unless you're some sociopath extrovert. But this just seems like he went into it like a lot of ignorant podcasters do. They're just like, I'm gonna be big right away. And to a certain extent, I guess he kind of was. I mean, 6K is not a laughing number on YouTube. It's still a small channel, but like still impressive for this type of bullshit. But I don't know. Already, I don't find him a very captivating host. And
very monotone.
Yeah, which I think we all have a tendency to do sometimes. But again, we don't pretend to be the authorities on anything.
No, this guy's trying to be a spiritualist?
He's trying to be a shaman.
Yeah, he's trying to be some fucking whiz baby. He's a wizard boy.
About the souls in animals and how they relate to human beings. Now, of course, you probably already know, if you know me at all, that I believe in reincarnation. I believe that soul is behind everything. It's more of a frequency.
What an asshole.
Than just something that exists in separate pockets. I feel like soul, this is a very Vedantic view of me. I feel like soul is just behind anything.
Vedantic.
Especially things that are alive, but there's all...
Did he say Vedantic or pedantic?
Well, even if he said
pedantic.
it's pedantic.
Right.
Not pedantic.
What an asshole.
Dante's Peak.
I also
great movie, by the way.
hate it when like podcasters go, if you know me at all.
Oh, like, yeah. That's another thing. No, we don't.
Yeah, no one wants to get to know you.
And chances are, if you're watching a show like this or listening to a show like his, you're not going to ever know him, because these are the types of people that are never themselves on a microphone. They're never themselves in front of a camera. They, everything's got to be scripted and fucking pre-planned and everything. And I'm going to show you guys a video of his that he released. It's the edgiest thing I've seen since the Sith Temple, when we covered that forever ago. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's edgier than that.
That's probably almost a year ago, I feel like.
Damn near. Yeah, it was like last winter, I think.
Yeah.
Also, there's certain kind of soul frequency behind material objects that are not quote unquote alive. And I think that as we advance in our various scientific fields, I think we're going to start realizing just what life is, and starting to realize exactly what things are alive and what it really means in a scientific way, I guess. For a lot of Hindus, there's a lot of different beliefs about reincarnation in Hinduism.
He's an authority on
and
Hindus?
in pagan traditions like Asatru or other forms of heathenry.
Heathenry?
So
heathenry.
Animals are souls that are just not have not developed as quickly as we human beings have. Either that.
What medication is this fucking guy on? That's like the whole we descended from monkeys theory. That whole thing, like, okay, why are there still primates and I can't speak, primates and shit like that around? Like, where along history was their development? Like, you can't tell me that these things are occurring in such infrequent timelines like that. It just doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me. But it's the same thing. It's like, what? So some souls are newer than others and shit like that. That makes no fucking sense.
Well, yeah, but what do you mean by the monkey stuff?
Like, how there's like there's a missing link.
Sure. And
there's like the whole like we evolved from primates things.
Yeah.
And all that shit. The one thing that fucks me up is that there's still monkeys. Like, I do think, we're obviously very everything and shit like that.
Yeah, there's still monkeys, of course.
But
how does it not make sense to you?
I don't know, Adam. It's just I feel like this past year, everything in my head is just swirled around. I'm like, what?
I think I get what you're saying, because like there's not a whole lot of animals that are like evolved from what crocodiles are today, and we still have crocodiles.
It just perplexes me sometimes that like there's so much we don't know about our history, and I don't want to. I really don't want to sound like a fucking asshole, like tinfoil guy, but I just feel like there's so much that we're not told about our own history, and I'll leave it at that because I don't want to get too into like the whole conspiracy thing. But in terms of evolution, where we come from and shit like that, I'd like more concrete answers, and I don't.
Oh, man.
What?
Yeah, we all want concrete answers, but that's not a valid argument that you're making.
I know that in hindsight now. Now I feel like a baloney boy for saying it. But like, hey, what's up, Bite Size? I just feel like I really do feel like a baloney boy for saying that now. But it's just this year has just completely fucked me up in terms of factual information. Trying to inform yourself this day and age about anything is such an uphill task.
I feel like the past 4 years, really, ever since Trump got elected.
Well,
but
careful,
dude, we're burning fucking down in Colorado, dude.
Well, yeah, that's another problem too. It's just you couple shit on top of shit on top of shit, and it just kind of like it kind of wears away your sensibilities in a way. Yeah. This whole year really has been like a practice in maintaining the psyche, maintaining the structural integrity of your own psyche.
Yep.
And now I just want to fucking put a rope around my neck because I did that primates congruency with spirituality. I didn't realize how stupid that sounded until Adam said something, which I'm glad you did.
Well, yeah, whatever. But I'm just saying.
I can't be going out like that.
World's fucking, Colorado's burning. Put this fucking fire out, dude. I'm sick of it.
Put it out with that fucking cardigan you got on.
That are the people that
We need to
have
do at least.
kind of been bumped down as far as what they're allowed to reincarnate into because of the actions they did during life. But honestly, that's far more rare. The souls of animals are usually just souls that have not progressed fast enough.
How does he know?
That's the problem.
How
does he know about
everybody listening? I believe, well, everybody that's human being on Earth. We've all lived as animals, as plants, and even as
lived as
inanimate
plants?
objects.
What?
Now, Paramante Yogananda, great Kriya Yoga guru, one that I have aligned myself with as far as
Here we go.
what's my views on reality.
Don't you always love that? That's the easy way out for anyone that wants to sound spiritual or informed or enlightened, I should say. That's just such a lazy way to go about it. Like, just copy and paste somebody else's ideals and beliefs as your own.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Copy pasta, dude.
Hunter Salazar is a douchebag.
He said that he remembered being a diamond, which is really hard for us to comprehend.
Because it's
diamonds
asinine.
don't have brains, and we try to relate existence to our own and try to make comparisons with our own consciousness, but we can't really do that when we're talking about material objects.
I feel like oxygen off for this one.
I'm enraged that he's breathing at all. So, I mean, the fact that you can hear it on the microphone just pisses me off that much
Just a
more.
reminder.
Ugh.
Diamonds. So you have to have a deeper understanding and level of realization and experience of the universe before you can imagine being something that is inanimate. We just can't compare to it. At any rate,
what is he talking about?
Animal spirits or animal souls.
Get
We'll
to
talk
it.
A little bit about the difference between spirit, souls, and egos. But
It's just rambling.
so
Yeah.
animals that are around us.
This sounds like the first, 6 months of our show.
But here's the thing. But there's something to think about here. Like,
Yeah.
they should have a class when you're as a kid. How to identify, be skeptical about things. Like the speech that he's saying. He tosses in some multi-syllabic words to make it sound important, but it's word soup. It means nothing.
Well, yeah, that's
Everything that every sentence he constructs makes no sense.
That's what entertainment has become in general, though. I mean,
But this is how people can be tricked. If you can just be a little bit skeptical and say, wait a minute, what is he really saying? Because everyone, people just want to hear something.
The problem is that this guy doesn't have any idea who he is as a human being.
Oh, he knows who he
doesn't
is.
know who Hunter Salazar is. He's found this little niche that he clings to, and it might be an extreme interest of his, but it sounds like, again, he's fallen into that hole that people fall into where they start developing these really deep-seated beliefs in something, and now it's a lifestyle, and it's something that this guy is not going to compromise what he's built and what he believes and shit like that. That's another problem with the internet too, is the more people that give you attention, the more people that consume your content, it just legitimizes you. And it's once you feel legitimized on an individual level, then he's just going to keep propagating the same nonsense, and the same people that consume his content are going to tell a friend, and then they're going to start consuming the same nonsense. It's just, and it creates an echo chamber. It creates these stupid echo chambers, which luckily this one isn't as dangerous as, let's say, a white nationalist echo chamber, on those, if it's not like a militia or something like that. But still, we don't need any more disinformation being circulated around the world's population. And that's exactly what this nonsense is.
And I think Bite Says does have a point. It is called autism.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Logan and I saw it at the same time because we started laughing. Naked militia. Totally nude.
He better start talking about these animals quick, dude, or else I'm going to give up on this episode.
He was in a rant. Wait, how far are we into this?
We're in 3 minutes and 47 seconds.
Wow, it feels like 20 minutes, but
it does.
All right.
Us that we take care of as pets. it's really good for them to be around human beings because those souls start to really see what it is to be human, what it is to have that kind of caring relationship, assuming that you're a good pet owner, and it helps their consciousness, well, that will form in the future around the soul, to, you know, kind of skyrocket their progress past the animal kingdom, especially if you're a very good animal. Even if you're not a pet, if you're a good animal, and you just like if you're a stray pit bull that you run in.
I just noticed something else. This guy is not qualifying anything that he says.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. What I was saying about when you got to be skeptic, like they need to teach kids this.
This is all unsubstantiated nonsense.
Yes. You just need to listen to what he says. If you really pay attention, you're like, wait a minute. It doesn't. It's garbage.
We have to. It's so insane the amount of work we have to do in this country. We have to restructure our political framework. We have to restructure the entire education system. We have to start teaching kids at an early age how to fucking manage money. That's another thing.
Oh, they never do that.
That's another thing. But that's the thing. Like all these things that we see that are very apparent, these are very obvious changes that need to be made. It's just never going to happen. These people, because as soon as that happens, when you have an informed public, you can't live under the same craziness that we're living under now.
Even from a financial perspective, like it's maybe dangerous to have a financially responsible population.
It is. It is.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why they don't teach it, because it's dangerous.
Well, clarify who it's dangerous for, first of all, because that's another thing.
It's dangerous for those in power, like, you know, rich people.
Right.
Things like that. If everyone starts to be responsible, you know, now we have things paid on time, or maybe like, hey, maybe I shouldn't open a credit card.
I don't know, man. I've been broke my whole entire life. I feel like somehow I'd still be the one broke guy in America.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It'd be a great sitcom. The last broke guy. That's what it'll be called, dude.
I'm giving up on that first episode. Let's go to his most recent episode in true Podtober form. We're gonna see what this is just a day ago.
Oh, that's racist.
So I didn't say dago. I said day ago.
I thought you said that.
It's okay. I'm like a 16th Italian. So this episode's called The Three Teaches Kids some fucking manners.
Charlie M!
Oh, yes, finally.
The Three Victories. So in this episode entitled The Three Victories, I talk about, this guy can't speak either. He's so bad at sentence structure. The three victories are duty, renouncing harm, and achieving enlightenment. Who is this guy? The one under it makes me want to click it, though. It says mushrooms and random spiritual questions. What do you guys want to do? You want to do victories or mushrooms?
I don't know. Is mushrooms cliche?
I don't know. One's a dago, the other one's only 2 dagos. What?
I think we should do mushrooms.
Yeah.
Shut up, man. I don't want to hear anything over there, Adam. The Italians haven't been marginalized since like the 20s. I don't want to hear it.
It's a difficult situation.
Very difficult situation. Been dreaming about that fucking lo mein the whole ride over here.
He was very upset about that.
That scene, yeah. Tony Soprano walks into the Bing and he's just already sweating and angry like he is in every scene. And that scene where he opens up the little mini fridge, you just hear, son of a fucking bitch.
Yep, that was it. That was the breaking point.
This whole fucking ride over here, I'm dreaming of that fucking lo mein.
Why would you, I have lo mein in the fridge. This is what I'm looking forward to. I've never looked forward to next day lo mein ever. Fuck, I should just eat it because I can't afford to fucking buy another lunch.
I'll one up that. I've never looked forward to anything in my refrigerator. Anything sitting in my refrigerator is there to eventually make a shit and keep and thus sustain my life for a little bit longer. But it's nothing that I'm not driving home white knuckling it because I got some fucking lo mein in the refrigerator.
Yeah, definitely not.
Oh,
stupid.
Even if you have a good cheese in your fridge. Okay. Great. I get to go home to get the cheese.
Or if you're Adam, it's a cheese pizza. So we'll just do the three victories because mushrooms might be a little passe at this point.
Ooh, passe. Pass B.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Magic Podcast. I'm your host, once again, Hunter Salazar. And today we're going to discuss the 3 victories. Now, the
Fucking
3
little man.
victories, as far as the organization and which 3 I chose, are created by me, but I draw upon much knowledge beyond these 3 victories that I wish to discuss today. So, the first victory is duty. Taking up a role in society that benefits the society. So,
We're fucking 2-year-olds, dude.
I'd like to really discuss these 3.
Now I just have to pray no one ever isolates that statement.
3 victories through a story. So, there was once a samurai.
Oh, boy.
A samurai in training, rather. He was the son of a prominent samurai, and he was in training. And he took up the duty of protecting the lord of his father.
It's never going to not be funny now.
Training to be a great warrior, a great samurai, so that he could protect the lord of his father and the people of the land.
That's okay. That's something I've always hated about samurais and shit like that. What is it with this whole, like, I gotta be the best fighter ever so I can go protect somebody? Like, basically what he just said is he's talking about this samurai who got really good so he could protect his dad's pimp. That's basically what he just told us.
Yeah.
What is it with
the gentry? I mean, look at those eras even in Europe.
Well, it's so weird.
That's how it worked. I mean, knights. What about knights?
It's just weird that in feudal. It's weird that in feudal Japan they were such a they were just such an aggressive, furious group of fighters, but at the same time they still were like this submissive, like kind of cucked society.
That's
very subdued, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
But then again, I wasn't alive in fucking the 1600s in Japan, so what do I really know? All I can go on is like Tom Cruise when he's swinging around his little saber and fucking sweating out his liquor at the in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, that was like in the late 1800s, that one.
Yeah. Oh, after I quit drinking, I went back and watched that movie, and during that entire scene, I was just like, "That's about right." they just about nailed it. I didn't do any screaming though. That's the one thing. I laid in that bed. And I just took it like a man. It's kind of what you just have to do, you know?
We're like, sake!
Yeah, sake! Sake! And I just kept pinching the nurses' asses and stuff.
Nice.
It ain't gonna suck itself.
He lived on.
Wait.
We're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
There we go. A little disclaimer.
He took up the duty because his father had showed him how to become dutiful. And
oh no,
this guy's really, is he trolling?
And he trained and he trained and he trained year after year. And, you know, it was hard.
The story's going.
He was put into position.
Yeah, I know. This guy's spirling out of control.
Duty in a bunch of different ways.
Why am I doing what my father wants me to do? Why am I learning to serve this Lord? Yet, even though he questioned his duty, he kept on doing it.
This guy says duty way too much, dude. Have you ever said duty like 5 times in 5 minutes?
When it comes to duty, it doesn't have to be.
I don't care what you're talking about.
My biggest problem with being a podcast host is me constantly going and saying things like that. I say things like that all the fucking time, and I say all the time. And when I go back and listen to these episodes, I want to put a bullet in my mouth because every single time, every episode, without fail, I will say or things like that, and I'll say it a bunch of times in a row. And I know if I'm noticing it, the rest of the world, as unforgiving as the internet is, they notice it too. So just be aware out there, trolls, you bunch of fucksticks. I know.
The internet's a safe place, dude. You're fine.
Well, now it is.
Warrior. It can be somebody who.
Thank God we got all these woke people.
It can be somebody who takes up a job,
safe.
Any job really in society that benefits everybody else.
If he says duty honestly, one more time,
any business that you work for.
What are you gonna do?
We are the vast
done with this
majority
guy's
of
show.
businesses that you can work for, and the amount of jobs that are in the market, I guess you could say, the vast majority do benefit your society in some way. So it doesn't have to be a warrior role. Duty.
That's it, Hunter Salazar, you fucking jerk.
Fucking the 8th duty. Come on, what is this guy doing?
Yep, that's it. Sorry, shit dick. Don't listen to Hunter Salazar and this fucking magic and spirituality podcast.
Out of control, dude.
Oh my God.
He did have an episode called "Working with Goblins." And
oh yeah,
I
forgot to bring that up actually. So I was looking at this guy's shit last night and everything. He takes that goblin thing to heart. This man truly believes that these like cryptids and these like these magical creatures exist, and he thinks that he can not only communicate with them, but like get them to do his bidding in certain circumstances and shit like that. How disillusioned and mismanaged does your medication have to be? And actually, now that I'm kind of now that I'm looking at some of his videos and the fact that he has almost 6,500 subscribers.
Wow.
His videos, I'm not seeing anything over like
It's big in the streets.
100 views. He basically gets the same amount of views that we do on our stuff. So that leads me to believe that this guy fell for the oldest trick in the book and paid for one. Okay, he paid for one of those one of those
bots.
Yeah, exactly. One of those bot accounts that go and just like mass subscribe to your channel. And what that does is it fucks you up in terms of how YouTube suggests your content and stuff like that. This dude basically just fucking buried himself, which good. Like I said, I don't want this crap being circulated.
Maybe that is his duty.
I about had it with the word duty. I can tell you that much.
Thank you.
Adam, leave it alone. Oh shit. Yeah. Here. Okay. So I did watch this video from him yesterday. And also I keep forgetting to say this at the beginning, but anyone who's listening to this, after the fact, just know that we're live every Saturday, YouTube and Podbean, 3 p.m. Mountain Time, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. West Coast. And thank you, Adam, for correcting my horrendous
4 p.m. Central.
Yeah, I fucked up. With the time zones today, but I don't know. You guys are here. You're listening. And also, if you're watching us live, make sure you throw a like on the video. That helps us out in some way, I think. I don't know.
I like Mike.
So this next video I'm going to play is from Hunter Salazar's YouTube page.
It's a McDonald's commercial.
And shut up. And it's called My Path is Fire. So let me pull this up real quick and then I'll switch it over so you guys can see. And this is just some edgelord shit. I can't remember if there's music in it or not. So if there is music, I'm going to just turn the volume down a little bit and I'll describe what's happening if anyone's watching this after the fact. He's basically, oh, of course, fucking edgelord. So let me paint a picture for the listeners. This guy, he's walking towards an open flame, which is
Can we see it on the
YouTube? Oh, sorry, whoops, I forgot to flip it over. So this guy, the same guy that's been talking about spirituality and all this other horse shit, he is walking up to this fire. He's in a black shirt. He's got these weird mala beads on, and he's got these like weird symbols drawn all over his face. It looks like
runes.
Yeah, exactly. They look like runes.
Yeah.
And he's walking towards this open flame, which is in this weird little fire pit thing, and he's carrying a knife or a kukri, if you want to be.
Oh, it is a kukri?
Yeah, if you want to be specific about the type of blade it is. He's now walking to the fire, and let's see what else he's going to do. I don't know, maybe this... If he's using this music, I think it's probably okay to use. Wait. What the fuck is he doing with this music? All right, so he's waving the knife around in the fire, and this weird hip hop, like, I don't know what you'd call that, like kind of like deserty sounding music is playing in the background. I don't know why you need the music for something like this. He's waving the blade around in the fire.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this is.
He's got a piece of paper right next to the fire. Is he finger painting with his blood?
I can't tell.
I'm almost positive that's exactly what's
Yeah.
happening.
Oh, he's got a cut on his forearm, and he keeps dabbing his finger on the cut, and he's writing something on this piece of paper next to the fire. This is the edgiest shit I've ever seen.
Is it going to be like a Bob Ross painting?
I wish it was a suicide note. This is just... This guy looks like he's probably about our age, maybe a little younger.
He probably has 4 different STDs from that knife cut now, though.
Yeah, that's another thing, too. Like, why are you out here cutting yourself and believing in magic in your 30s? And so now...
magic?
Shut up. Now he's reaching into the fire. He pulled out a stick that looks like it's got a little ember on the end of it. And he's now writing, or... Oh yeah, he's right. Okay, so he's writing on the paper with the burning ember. and his blood. What did he write? What is that supposed to be? He's getting ready to put the paper he wrote on in the flames.
Doesn't even look like much.
Well, it just looks like more half-assed runes or whatever. Like, if you're gonna make these edgy videos, can you not at least explain what you're doing to the crowd?
Maybe that's the edge of it.
Oh my God, yo, look, he's wearing a wizard shirt.
Of course
This dude's wearing a fucking wizard shirt. I don't know what to say about this guy, man. Like, I'm kind of starting to feel bad.
And his Walmart fire pit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Like, oh, yeah.
I'm kind of starting to feel bad about making fun of this dude. Like, this seems like it's a lonely, kind of just confused guy.
Well, I'm not really feeling bad for him. It's just what's going on.
Adam's going to get murdered in his sleep tonight.
Fingers crossed. Oh, he couldn't take the flame. Did you see that? The flame came up and touched his hand a little bit. He had to drop that paper down. This guy's got to have neighbors.
What's he doing?
He's burning his stupid rune paper, Adam. I don't know. That's the thing. He doesn't give any explanation on what's happening. He just puts an edgy title. My path is fire.
Your path is fire.
Now he's got his arms open like he's allowing energy to come into him like the Highlander. And is it just me or is he getting fatter?
He might be. Maybe that's
Took that girdle off.
Yeah, and Adam, you were totally right about him having tits, dude. Look at that. You get a little bit of a side profile. That man's got some titties. Look at that. Look at that tit bump. You would. You know damn well you would. You'd let that man give you a TF.
Was he
if you were in prison?
Olive oil on there or something?
No, that's not olive oil. Olive oil doesn't make flames rise higher, Adam.
Maybe it does.
Shut up.
Have you tried it?
No, I've never tried it. I'm not out here cutting myself fucking doing magic in my backyard.
It's probably like tiki torch fluid.
Uh-oh.
What? What?
It's racist.
Shut up.
Tiki torches.
Oh, yeah. Tiki torches. Yeah, that's going to be the next thing. They're going to say that, just aside from the whole Proud Boys thing, it's just appropriation in general. No?
Oh.
Fuck me then.
No, remember they had those like white supremacists a long time ago this year had a protest?
Yes.
With tiki torches?
Proud Boys were carrying around tiki torches. We get it.
They're Proud Boys.
God damn.
I don't know if they were Proud Boys, though.
They were.
All right.
Hashtag. Fucking, how, that's another thing, too. How fucking whack can you be, like, Proud Boys, Boogaloo Boys, and that's another thing, Boogaloo Boys, quit wearing Hawaiian shirts, all right? I actually enjoy Hawaiian shirts, and I'm sick of being nervous about it all the time because I don't want to be, like, lumped in with your stupid fucking racist group. You bunch of fake nothings.
Are they racist? I don't know.
Who fucking, that's what I don't know anything about them. That's the thing is I just know the media is like, oh, white supremacists or white nationalist group, Boogaloo Boys or whatever the fuck. I don't know. What, do you know anything, or did you just bring that up just to fucking throw another stick out in front of the goddamn tire?
I thought, like, the president of the Proud Boys is black.
What is that? They can still be a racist organization.
Wow.
Anyone can be racist.
Boogaloo Boys is just a bunch of guys that put on Hawaiian shirts that were never actually able to make it into the military.
That's the thing. All I have is hearsay. All I have is hearsay from the internet because I never know what anyone's like actual motives are for anything.
Hearsay, their say.
Of course, more nothing, more non-contributions.
This guy does bang out a couple views though.
So I looked at this video description here, and he again. No explanation as to why he's doing this. It just says a dedication to the intensity of my spiritual path. That's the least intense thing I've ever seen in my life. It's the edgiest thing I've ever seen in my life, but it's the least intense thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I just don't. What is he trying to achieve?
That's the thing. Your guess is as good as mine, dude, because this guy is just a fucking nothing, to be quite honest.
I mean, he seems pretty cool.
Cooler than you.
Imagine going to his house. That's what he was doing. I would turn right around and be like, okay, well.
Dog, if I went into any of my friend's house and I see them cutting themselves or doing any sort of magic at all, I don't care what it is. If I go in your house and you're playing Magic the Gathering, I'm leaving. Simple as that.
Yep. I
ain't got time for you. Peace.
Nothing wrong with it, but I don't have time for it.
We just lost the last 10 of our viewers off of that one.
Everyone just dropped out.
Yeah, everything's okay. You start going after Magic the Gathering. That's it, bud. Can't be bothered anymore. With that being said, I think that's enough of this. We're gonna go ahead and call it on today's Podtober. That guy I don't know, man. What a
Seems pretty cool.
somebody you hang out with.
I'm sold on him. Yeah.
Yeah. What if you?
I believe him. Yeah. Bring him in here.
Yeah, I'll fucking replace Logan with him. Just put the camera on him, not say a goddamn word, just watch him cut himself. What would you do, everyone? If you've listened to the show for any extended period of time, you know that Adam has a particular neighbor that he fucking can't stand.
Yeah.
What would you do if you like looked out the window and you saw him doing this type of shit?
What, a podcast?
It's getting so old at this point. It's like I hear the fucking stupid little laughter in the background. It's like I know he's proud of himself because he thinks he's contributing in some way, but in reality he's just making it more and more clear that he's just not. He's just I could just turn the mic off and nothing of value will be lost.
Yeah, you might be able to hear my like echoes into Logan's mic though.
Shut up, dude. Rather hear a child beg for mercy than your stupid voice. Let's get into some bad news.
Well, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Okay, give me the bad news.
What's the bad news?
They're dead.
This whole thing fucking sucks. I mean, this is the biggest pile of shit.
So, this week we're keeping it local. We have a Colorado man sentenced to 300 plus years for human trafficking. The first thing I want to point out about this man, how you gonna walk around looking like Goldeen from Pokemon?
What's that? Goldeen?
Yeah, let me give you a side-by-side for you real quick. How you gonna walk around looking like a Goldeen?
Yeah, he does look like a goldfish.
He got 300 plus years for looking like a Pokemon. Anyway.
Gotta catch them all.
Anyway, this guy he's been a naughty boy, and right here in our backyards, who would have known? Who would have thunk it?
Oh, really?
Douglas County, Colorado. A 30-year-old Colorado man was just handed one of the longest sentences ever for human trafficking. At 304 years, human trafficking and forgery ringleader Chauncey Price. You have to be tough if your name's Chauncey. Will spend the rest of his life and then some in prison. Like, what are they? Okay, when they say stuff like that, what are they gonna find him dead in his cell and then they just let him stay there for a few more years?
Well, he's got 200 more years on this stint.
Yeah,
leave him there.
They're still coming in the middle of the night just to give him some stick time and all that other shit.
He'll learn his lesson.
He's being brutally raped by his bunkmate.
Oh no.
Oh, whoops! It wasn't loud enough.
Try the wine.
Yep.
Turlet wine.
Try the turlet wine.
Let's see here. Douglas County District Court Judge Teresa Slade announced the sentence during the hearing October 8th.
Very interesting names.
Yeah, they sound like 80s action movie characters.
Yeah.
10 months after Price was found guilty on 13 counts, including human trafficking for sexual servitude and criminal attempt to commit pimping of a child. That's never a good look, no matter who you are.
Well, I guess you could say he paid the ultimate price.
Chauncey promised to take care of me, one of his victims said in his statement. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Hold on. We got to get the vibe going. If it gets sexy, you got to get the vibe going.
No.
All right, now we can move on. All right. 3, 2, 1. Chauncey promised to take care of me, one of his victims said in a statement she read at the sentencing. At first, he paid for my drug habit and food, and he let me stay for free. But nothing is free. And he threatened to kill my sister if I didn't work for him. That is when he turned me out. He kept pushing me to sleep with more and more men, up to 8 a day. I couldn't even use the bathroom without somebody watching. Oh, wait.
Oh.
I couldn't even use the bathroom without somebody watching me. Once I didn't eat for 3 days. I want to make it clear that I came forward to save others from him. He exploited young girls, controlled them, manipulated them. He will continue to do that if he ever gets out. Senior Deputy District Attorney for the 18th Judicial... Kelly... I can't even say that name. How do you say that name? D-Z-I-E-D-Z-I-C?
Dzik?
The Deke.
Kelly Dzik, I would say.
Kelly Dzik asked the judge for a 300-year sentence. Get off my tax dollars, first of all. Kill him. You're trafficking children. You're pimping kids. All this other bullshit. Kill him. Fuck him.
Yeah. I mean, it's more expensive to kill him, though.
I don't care.
Well, you just said about your tax.
I know. I was just...
What do you mean you don't care? It sounds like you do care.
Stop finding all the holes in the boat today, you piece of shit. God, I hate you. You really are just one of the worst people on the planet. I hate you. I hate you even more because you're wearing that stupid cardigan with your stupid cat dad shirt under it. You look like the same asshole that should be like hijacking the woke movement right now. You're the same looking guy. Adam's a sleeper agent. That's what he is.
Agent provocateur.
Yeah. Asian Tupac Shakur's. Any reasonable good person would have looked at these victims and would have extended sympathy or empathy, but Price only looked at them and saw opportunity. His victims will live with the repercussions of his actions for the rest of their lives. They have a lifelong struggle ahead of them. All right, so yeah, this guy's going to jail for a really long time. Very well deserved.
There's a cost for everything, dude.
There's a cost. Hey, there's a cost to being the boss.
It was a good derivative of price, cost.
I feel like there's been a lot of turkey crashes in this episode so far, so I'm kind of hesitant to give you another one.
All right.
But it's Rabbi's birthday, and who am I to hold back for the people?
Well, he's been trying to call in.
Has he?
Well, he's not. Clearly, he's not calling the YouTube suggested number.
That's my bad. No, he's calling right now.
Yeah.
Hello, Rabbi. Welcome to the program. How are you?
Nice. What's up, bro?
What up?
Not too much. Happy birthday.
Birthday.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah, get over it. How's your day going so far? You get anything nice?
Just a nice drink, and I'm about to eat a fucking steak.
Very nice. Yeah. Rabbi used to cook us steaks up in when we were going to college and whatnot. And I want to say right now, so the whole world can know, Rabbi cooks a decent steak.
I've only gotten better too, man.
You doing grill? What are you doing? Cast iron pan?
Reverse sear, then seared in a cast iron.
This is riveting. This is riveting for a podcast.
Slow cook it at 200 degrees.
In a smoker?
I didn't actually want you guys to get into the intricacies of cooking a steak.
I was interested.
Fucking show. Anyway,
dry brine it first.
Mm-hmm.
Dry the brine.
I'll put that kosher salt all on it. Where's the fucking music? Come on.
Oh, you want porn music for your steak talk?
Yeah, that's where it's. Yeah, dog.
All right.
It's my birthday.
It's my birthday. Listen
steak
to you.
Erotica, dude.
I do that same shit too. It's like whenever it's my birthday for like a week. Walk around like a drunk blonde bitch. Oh yeah, I'll be like, it's my birthday. Talk myself into all these financial decisions I shouldn't be making.
Signing contracts.
Yeah. Increasing my credit limit so I can buy a guitar that I don't need. What's wrong? You ain't got any more steak talk?
A liberal amount of salt on it. Don't be scared. Put a lot on it. Just pour it on there.
You gonna dry rub that fucking steak?
Oh, and you want a little spice, like some black pepper.
African American.
Oh, don't ruin
spice of color.
Don't ruin it. You keep it in that fridge for at least a day.
All right, I'm just gonna let. I'm not giving the people any more of this erotic steak talk.
Oh, come on, man.
At least 3 people that are gonna beat their dicks to that.
Yeah,
already did. So.
Adam already finished in the underside of his cardigan.
It's a polo, or no, it's a cardigan. Thanks for noticing. Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Pull over. No, it's a cardigan. But thanks for noticing.
Every breath you draw is a slight against God. Next up on bad news, I have. I was
gonna do a Puff Daddy.
Keep interrupting. That's awesome. I've got suspect accused of plotting to assassinate Joe Biden. This is very new news. This story broke yesterday, and I've got a little video pulled up. Let me go ahead and switch the monitor over so you can see it at your homes, beautiful people.
That ain't it.
What?
It's Marilyn Manson ref right there. He said beautiful people.
Oh.
On here.
All right.
Police near Charlotte, North Carolina say when they checked out an abandoned van in this bank parking lot, they found guns and cash inside and discovered that the owner, 19-year-old Alexander Treisman,
Look at that guy. Again, another phenotype that should probably like this is.
I mean, speaking of Dumb and Dumber, he looks like a mix between Harry and Lloyd.
There you go.
Yeah, he really does. But this is exactly right. Like, this is why the invention of penicillin was a double-edged sword. People like this with very obvious weak genetic backgrounds.
Yeah.
That dude, I mean, he looks disheveled, and he looks like his body's already turning on him, and he doesn't look that old. He's got that Neanderthalic kind of brow to him. Like,
yeah, he's
very,
got that. What do they call that?
Like
Pronounced brow or something?
Yeah, like kind of like sunken in eyes.
Yeah, it kind of juts out.
Which I feel like
Judd Nelson's out.
Now that I'm saying that, I feel like I kind of have those same eyes. I feel like I have a
you don't. You do not look like a caveman guy.
Oh, okay, thank you. That was me fishing for a compliment.
Oh, all right.
Never gonna get one out of this man.
Everyone gets one.
But yeah, this is kind of par for the course in my opinion. This looks like every other guy that gets accused of doing something like this.
Yeah, this is a par 3 or a par 4.
I'm gonna back it up a little bit too because there's another revelation to the story that I don't want anyone to miss.
Treisman downloaded thousands of images of child pornography. But
of course
they
he
say
did.
searches of his devices showed he bought a rifle last spring, got within 4 miles of Joe Biden's home in Delaware,
Guns and kid
posted
fucking.
a meme online with this caption: "Should I kill Joe Biden?"
There it is.
Court documents say Treisman was obsessed with mass shootings, including the 2019 attack on mosques in New Zealand. That he wrote about shooting up a food court and had a video about hijacking a plane and flying it into a building.
What?
And drove to the site of the 2017 mass shooting in Las Vegas and recorded himself saying, "That's where they did it. Nice."
Many mass shooters are obsessed with
Doesn't that all seem... It seems very internet trollish, but at the same time, this also...
Too convenient.
It's extremely convenient given the timing of everything right now. This seems like, and I guess I'm just kind of theorizing right now, but it just seems like it would be a good move for Biden's campaign to have something like this happen. You know, like Trump, I feel like Trump attempted it with the whole COVID thing. It's like, just try to get some of that last minute sympathy from your base or whatever. And this is like low hanging fruit. Like some fat edgelord from the internet was running around. Like, obviously it's not good that he's downloading porn or child porn and fucking running around with guns and stuff. That's not cool. That needs to be addressed. But in terms of how it needs to be talked about. But
It's a minor thing. Get it? It's a minor thing.
Yeah.
All right, Rabbi, you're dangerously close to the button, dog. But in terms of whether or not this little fuckboy was actually going to go try to carry out an assassination attempt on a presidential candidate, and the likelihood of him succeeding, that to me is just, I don't know. If a kid like him can get that close and make an attempt like that, in reality, like if he was able to get shots off even in the direction of Biden, I'd be surprised. And again, I can't quite put my finger on it because, like, as we've seen, all safety nets we thought existed for us are non-existent and they're not there. So I don't know. It just makes me think, like, is all the supposed protection around these politicians real? Like, I mean, obviously there are people there to protect them, but how competent are they and how...
Well, they busted this guy.
Yeah, but I mean, the kid's running around posting shit on the internet. He's probably not hard to find.
No, I know.
Fucking car full of 500 grand, guns and kitty porn. Get out of here.
How did he get 500 grand?
Well, that's another good question.
That's a lot of fucking candy bars, dude.
Well, that could be planted evidence. You never know.
You add those 100 grands up.
Okay.
You have 5 of those candy bars. Fuck. You have 500 grand. What if that's actually what it was? He didn't have $500,000. Just had 500 grand. Like, yeah, he was found with the passenger seat with 500 grand. It was literally just 500 grand.
That's what he gets the kids.
Yeah.
I feel physically tired from that. Like, as soon as it came out of his mouth, yeah, I just felt like the last bit of will I had to do this show just left me.
You gotta find some. Gotta go hunting for that.
It's been a good show, guys.
Yeah. Okay. You blow it out your yarmulke.
It's like Columbine. His acquisition of multiple firearms.
Wait, what about Columbine?
It's like Columbine.
Oh.
His acquisition of multiple firearms, his extensive travel, all indicate to me he was on a trajectory for mass murder.
Treisman faces child pornography charges only.
Okay, somebody needs to check his fucking hard drive. Look at that guy. Pete Williams. That looks like a pedophile. Looks like. Don't get all uppity, Pete Williams. I don't want you coming after me. Allegedly, he looks like one.
His hair bothers me.
Oh, his hair is almost as bad as yours.
It's look like no, my hair is beautiful.
Yeah,
this guy
whatever.
has like zebra hair, or like cheetah, like there's like spots of black for some reason in there. Where there shouldn't be.
Fucking removable rug.
He
you've got
looks
on top
like
of
a
your
conservative pastor.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's sucking some dicks on the side, doing meth maybe a little bit.
That's all any of these guys are. Anyone in higher.
I'm looking at one right now.
Well, in the room or on the screen.
I'm looking through this TV, looking at you, Richard.
Go fuck yourself, dude.
Pleaded not guilty, but federal law enforcement officials say they believe he was intent on carrying out some kind of mass shooting.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking.
Ugh. I hate Lester Holt. I hate that stupid voice of his.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. Great
They all have
country.
that affected voice.
It's so dumb. I don't know why they all do that too. Like, I don't understand why politicians, news anchors, all these people, I don't understand why they all have to look and sound the same.
Well, you'll find politicians will always have do this weird thumb thing. This weird right here. You look in the camera. They do this a lot. Why do they do this?
Yeah, or the finger where it's like they're almost like they got the finger kind of like pulled like a trigger, but the thumb on top of it, like they're holding like a piece of paper.
Yeah, that's kind of what Adam's doing.
Yeah, like they make a statement and then they do this thing right here, blah blah blah, with their thumb in a
Well, it's probably because they're all coached by the same people. I mean, they all.
Yeah, it's supposed to be less rude, apparently.
Yeah, like
less
there's
rude than pointing.
Yeah, and you also can't sit there and give public addresses and just not do anything with your hands and look like a fucking an Asperger's.
Just talk like this. Like, why do you gotta be like? Because they're saying you gotta don't make any weird movements.
I gotta flail those hands around.
Well, don't make any weird movements. Just do this like weird thumb thing.
Don't make any sudden movements.
Great leaders in history have shown us.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we see where that gets you if you're a very boisterous and flailing armed individual during the World War II era.
Okay. But all of his movements were very rigid and outward.
Well,
very, very flailing though.
But he flailed. He was very excited about what he was saying. Apparently,
all of them.
He wrote a book, I guess. But
all right, let's stop talking about your idol.
It did not work out very well for him.
Move this along.
So maybe that's why they say just put a little bit of thumb in there. That's it. Don't go farther than the thumb. You go farther than the thumb, it could be a Hitler thing. So.
My rule is always if you go any more than the thumb, you're gay. No? Why would anyone give me anything on my own fucking show?
Whoa, whoa. I was thinking that was an unrealistic statement of maybe a fist deep, I would believe.
I'm not that experienced.
Well, no one's going to believe that statement, but go ahead.
Ask Skyler.
Yeah, finish that statement, please.
Oh, fuck you, Logan, you bag of shit.
Oh, shit.
Skyler, if you're listening, feel free to come in the room and just crowbar Logan right in the neck.
Do it.
So this next clip I found, this isn't really part of bad news. This was just something that I wanted to bring to the show because we touched on the subject of white women jacking the woke movement and just being way too opinionated when it comes to what they think needs to be done and shit. And I found this a quote unquote comedian who is basically just this annoying blob of a voice box. I'm gonna pop the screen over so you guys can see her real quick.
Isn't that the female version? A comedian?
Just knock it off.
A clip of Amy Schumer, or is it?
If it's Amy Schumer,
Amy Schumer is low hanging fruit, dog. Yeah. So this person's name is I think she goes by Lisa Traeger or something like that. She's a just a gelatinous mess. First of all, she is full of nonsense. and she was on this television show. It's called The Beat with Ari Melber, and he's got this segment called Fallback Friday where he asks his guests who needs to fall back. And she was on this little panel here, and I've got the video queued up at 3 minutes in because this is when she makes her woke statement. And again, like it's time for people to allow the black community to have their movement and let them get shit done. Quit trying to hijack the spotlight and make it all about you. No one gives a fuck about what you have to say about the matter, especially some fat white bitch. No one cares about your struggle.
Look, this is a white woman movement now, dude. That's it.
It's like they're very clearly trying to make it that, and it's just it's pissing me off.
Yeah, come on.
It's also pissing me off that she's got this leather strap around that gut of hers. I'm just waiting for that buckle to fly off and break those wine glasses.
She needs a corset.
She needs to stop eating it.
Yeah, could be.
What the belt is for. It's actually just a corset.
It's called the Salazar.
It's keeping her tits from melting down into her belly button. All right, let's play this clip real quick.
Who else needs to fall back?
Bernie Sanders, fall back. Your year was 2016 and it really wasn't. Please get away from us.
What?
She's got that classic meh, 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 and like those half open I'm too cool for the room eyes. Like this bitch right here is everything that's wrong with what's happening right now in terms of like the woke movement and all this other bullshit and like cancel culture and everything. It's like we're getting into one of these areas where comedians are taking themselves too seriously. They're starting to get into this headspace where they think they're the all-knowing, they're the ones that get to pontificate on all these different dilemmas that society's going through right now. And I think it's in the same vein as any other celebrity or any other person in the spotlight. No one cares about your political views and no one cares about what you think. Just fucking read the script or tell the joke or whatever it is you're supposed to do and go home.
Yeah.
Isn't the guy in the middle a chef?
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right, Adam.
Isn't that fucking weird? They got a chef on the show and this fucking crazy bitch in a velvet suit.
And then this nobody on the end is about to get all upset. You can see him like lunging forward.
Wait, no, I think that's the guy from Whose Line Is It Anyway? The older guy? I think that guy might actually be I think he was in Drew Carey's show, if I'm not mistaken.
Could have been, I don't know.
That was a long time ago though. Anyway, let's get back into this fucking mess.
I just think it's like fetch. It's not gonna happen. He also, I think you're disheveled, you're unlikable, and you're pushy. And I don't think you should be leading anybody. If you could.
Oh God! What? Look at this fucking gross woman.
Disheveled and pushy.
Dude, I'd rather fuck a family member than get anywhere near this woman.
Yeah.
Jesus
Her hairline
Christ.
is receding.
Yeah,
that is a
away,
man.
dude.
That is a man's hairline.
Yeah, you ran away, dude.
She looks like Mickey Rourke in The Wrestler.
Oh, yes. Logan, that is a great observation. Where did this chick's hairline go? It's gone, dude. It ran away.
I bet her pussy looks like JFK's head wound.
How does your hairline get halfway back?
Because, dude, look at her. She's got bad genes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say she's hot. Sorry.
This woman has terrible instincts too, in terms of like what you can tell she's saying what she thinks she should be saying. She's not saying what she wants to say. She's trying to further her career. That's why I don't think anyone in the public eye should ever be asked about their personal opinions on politics or society, anything like that, because they're going to tell you what they think you want to hear. You're never going to get a genuine moment out of these people.
She'll probably be on Hillary Clinton's podcast next week.
Probably. Oh, you shut the fuck up, Rabbi. This year's been bizarre enough. I don't need that.
It looks like she doesn't have any like cheek separation. It looks like it just goes cheek into neck. Like,
well, of course. She's fat, Logan.
Well,
of course.
Yeah. I mean, you were saying she has instincts. I think she has a lot of outstinks too.
Oh, okay.
You want to do this one, Logan?
Yeah.
All right, right there for you.
Oh, that's a good one. There's a lot of odors probably coming out of there, dog.
You had a couple of good ones earlier, but now you're starting to drop off a little bit.
If you like it, I got a piece, so that's why I'm,
Oh, okay. But anyway, let's finish this.
I need a fucking
control
pea
your
bucket over
campaign
here.
and what your employees were doing and harassing and paying women unfairly in your campaign. I don't know why you would lead a country or think you can.
Why does she keep doing that?
And I feel like this is that picture they showed of Bernie made his hair look wispy and stuff.
Well, of course, Adam.
You know, he's disheveled, right? Oh.
But you're right. Look at the dude on the far right.
Get these fucking glasses.
He
There's
looks
nothing
like
in his
he's
glasses.
not having it.
This guy's just kind of looking, and why do they have these empty glasses?
And how we freeze framed it, we catch the dude in the middle catching a look at them tits.
Oh, no, you're right, man.
Yeah, it's clear he's trying to see if there's heavy hanger situation. It's like, look, what is this
She's probably got
bringing to the table?
She's probably got those weirdly developed like fat chick
They're not
boobs
good.
that just kind of go off. Like you have to get them corralled into a weird brassiere first of all, and then you have to throw something thick over them to make them look like they're shaped right. This woman is an unfortunate mess, and I wouldn't be attacking her physical appearance if she wasn't such a dog shit person inside.
Who just makes those statements and thinks, yeah, this
Vapid
makes sense.
fucking cunts like this.
Yeah, just white women. That's the answer. White women. That's what is ruining this.
And don't freak out, bitches. You know we still got your back out there. I still want equality for
some white
everybody,
women.
but not this person. I don't want anything for this person except for the rope. This bitch needs to get off the planet.
I have very little desire to understand what's going on with the white woman. Because
What?
Sorry. Never mind.
Saw with the flipping of the House and everyone voting. Everyone's really excited for young female candidates, especially women of color. And we need men to get as excited about women as women are. And
What does that mean?
Yeah, first of all,
you'd be excited for
what's
women's
hilarious
sake?
is that it's completely void of the fact of the people that have supported Bernie Sanders. Look at the squad. 3 out of 4 members are women who are women of color, and they all supported Bernie Sanders. And she's saying like,
do you think she honestly knows that?
They don't want him at
Well,
all.
where's the Democratic
Probably not.
Party? There was a bunch of women of color running for president.
Very true.
And none of
Another
them
good
were very
point.
much
And they
young.
kicked them all out and put an old white fuck who's completely, demented. Where's Tulsi Gabbard? Come on. She's a woman of color.
Let's
she
not
is
forget.
sexy.
Let's not forget that Biden chose a running mate who has not done anything favorable for the black community.
Right.
He hasn't done anything favorable for the black community.
No.
Same for Obama. And
He's
both
of
attorney
course.
generals, 2 black attorney generals, Eric Holder and then Loretta Lynch.
Yeah.
Condoleezza Rice sounds like a Mexican dish.
The fact that we have a presidential candidate running right now who's on tape several times saying the N-word, just out in the open.
And
just
wrote the Crime Act. Like,
yeah, that's another thing right there, dude. It just baffles my mind. What kind of fucking world are we living in?
And we're not advocating for either side here.
No, not at all. We don't have a dog in this fight. I mean, we're the conscious observers. I don't think anyone in this room
Conscientious objectors.
I don't think anyone in this room has voted. I don't think anyone in this room plans to vote.
No.
I'm not going to sit here and look at these insulting ballots every year that just fucking insult your intelligence right off the bat. And I'm not going to play ball with this. I'm not going to play ball with a broken system. I'm not going to sit here and take part in these vapid nothing discussions that these people want to bring out. I'm not going to play into this divide and conquer tactic that everyone seems to be so willing to just be blindly led into. Yeah. It's just sickening, and you can watch the devolvement of the societies or the communities that we're living in. Just on a individual level. Adam knows just this past week there were so many days out of this week that I came home just furious and enraged that I have to go into my fucking job that I enjoyed doing. My job would be perfect if it weren't for the people I have to deal with, and not only that, but just a very small amount of the people that come into that shop.
Yeah. I mean, it's insulting.
Here we go.
And
Cracker
it's salt
joke.
peppering.
Okay.
Oh, you thought I was going cracker? I want pepper.
But like I was saying, just having to deal with these people who start going through the internet, they believe everything they read, and then they don't even follow up to like chase down the information that they're being fed.
Right.
They believe it no matter what site it's coming from, no matter who's saying it. They take it as fact, and then they go out into their day and they project what they think is right onto society. And it's just, I don't understand how the average human being doesn't understand that they're being tricked right now.
I do. It's easy to be tricked.
Is it? Because I don't feel like I'm tricked at all. I feel like I'm...
No, it's not that you feel or don't feel like you've been tricked. It's just, I know I'm being tricked, but I'm just going to settle into this warm bath of being tricked. and just enjoy the warmth of this bath.
Is that really what it is, though? Is it more convenient?
Yes,
is that really what it is? Is it a matter of convenience?
It's satisfaction.
Yep. I can
it's
pay
like
my
being
mortgage.
Satisfied and entertained rather than disturbed.
Yeah.
And bored.
Terrible fan, but ooh ah.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna piss my pants. I'm being real with you, dog.
Oh, you gotta go pee-pees?
I mean, yes, I have to pee really bad.
Well, by all means, go ahead and go pee-pees.
Oh, we're keeping the show rolling while I'm peeing?
I mean, I'm not just gonna stop the show because you have you need to empty your bladder.
Wait, didn't we stop a show because you had to pee really bad?
That's different. I run the controls.
Oh,
that's way
okay.
different.
Gotcha.
You can
All
actually pee.
Oh.
Go get yourself
Got you covered,
a pee-pee.
dog.
Hope you piss your pants.
So there.
It's too late.
Okay, Logan.
I did.
Fucking Logan, you son of a bitch. So okay, the
It's a 3-hour show. Come on.
No, it's not a 3-hour show. First of all,
we're only halfway there.
That's another thing I've been dealing with this entire week is fucking Rabbi's texts back to back. Can't wait for that 3-hour show. It's every week at this point.
It's gonna happen, man. I just gotta keep selling it, man.
We're gonna wait for
Eventually,
the one
you'll
time
buy.
you're not here, Rabbi, and we're gonna do it.
The one day or the one weekend that Rabbi has to work, I'm gonna do like a 24-hour live stream. Speaking
as long
of,
as you have piss breaks.
Speaking of, I guess we got a particular voicemail that I wanted to play. Let me go ahead and pop this over. We'll play this while we're
Has
waiting.
Adam heard this?
No, he's peeing, and I wanted to. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something we can do while he's peeing. I was just gonna play the voicemail, unless you want me to wait for him.
I mean, I don't know, whatever.
It is your birthday. I can, I can, whatever you want to do.
You can sing me happy birthday.
I'm not ever gonna do that. I didn't do it for Adam. I'm not gonna do it for you. You know what I realized too is or actually somebody realized this for me, but my birthday falls on a show day too.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so not this Saturday, but next Saturday is going to be another birthday podcast.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. Yeah, it's the same as my brother's actually.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This is the week after Halloween.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. I didn't even know. I actually forgot you had a brother too. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, he's older.
All right, Adam is back.
What's up, what did I miss?
So we're just bullshitting, and we got. I wanted to play a voicemail, but I was waiting for you to get back because it's from Rabbi. He did a very good Jesse Ventura voicemail for us. I'm gonna play that real quick.
I'm Jesse Ventura, former governor of the great state of Minnesota, and I want you to become a patriot by supporting the Brass Tacks Podcast. And always remember, every war in my lifetime was based on a false flag operation. Fuck your mother.
That was a nice touch at the end there, Rabbi. Fuck your mother.
Jesse speaks the truth, man.
I also want to state publicly that the way that Google transcribed the voicemail, they put fake lag operation, like it had to do with our connection speed.
Fake lag.
Yeah. Well, you can't forget, dude.
They lied to me about the Gulf of Tonkin incident.
Yeah. Argument solved right there.
Yeah. Thank you. I should switch that over to our I have a voicemail message that plays whenever you call our show line, which, by the way, anyone listening, feel free to call the show line anytime you want throughout the week. The number to do that is 719-800-2063. You can leave us a message or whatever the fuck you want to do. We'll play it on the air for you.
555.
555, totally nude. But I guess...
Call now.
Okay, calm down, buddy.
Oh, sorry.
Rabbi, I think it's time for us to go ahead and bring this bad boy in for landing because now I have to pee.
Oh.
And when Daddy has to pee, that's when it
I
gets
just
real.
feel so relieved now. I'm ready to go.
He's re-energized. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, man. But yes, Rabbi, again, have a happy birthday, man. It's good to hear from you.
Hey, I appreciate it, brothers.
good
Love you
one.
guys. Y'all take care.
Yeah, brother, you do the same, man. Take it easy.
Word.
Take it sleazy.
That Rabbi, he's a good egg. But with that being said, everyone, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. It's been a privilege and all that other disingenuous shit that you can say when you're trying to get out of somebody's ears. As always, subscribe, like the video, share the show with a friend. And if you have any suggestions or anything you want to see featured on the show, make sure you send us an email at therealbrasstacks@gmail.com. Follow us on all of our social medias. You know, we're on Instagram, Facebook, and all some other dumb shit. Who cares? Follow us.
Oh, wow.
Also, I know, I'm being real edgy right now for the ending. Also, if you want to snag yourself a shirt, a liquor mug, a drug bag, we have a link for our online store down in the video description. Share it, buy something, clothe yourself. Wear it loud and proud so everyone knows you're a tool bag.
I would say prepare yourself because maybe, we'll have a gift bag potentially for Christmas.
Oh, actually, I figured I'm going to do it. I'm going to be doing a giveaway, or the show is going to be doing a giveaway it's going to be the Thanks giveaway next month. So
I don't get it. Could you explain?
Leading up to Thanksgiving, what I'm going to do is we're going to run a little sweepstakes for new listeners as well as existing listeners, and it's going to be a Brass Tacks prize pack. You're going to get stickers, a shirt, a fanny pack, a mug, all the things that we've kicked out so far. You're going to get it.
Yeah.
And we're still kind of figuring out the rules and how we're going to have everybody participate. But just know that's coming along the horizon, or it's on the horizon. But until next time, guys, have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, don't be an asshole, and we'll see you next Saturday.
Sweepstakes, sweep burgers. It's nice to be important. It's more important to be nice.
You really stumbled all over that one, didn't you?
Well, I wanted to make a steaks burger joke with sweet.